Hi, I'm Connor Pendergrast from customersuccess.cx,
And I'm Jen from Supportman.
and welcome to Ep.1 of Support Stack. So one of the things, Jen, that is very frustrating, as we all know as customer support professionals, is when you get a message from a customer and they send a message, let's say 6 or 7 hours ago, and you're replying to it now, and all they've said is, it's broken. And I wondered, is there anything that you've done that helps your version of Finn to ask questions and then involve the customer a little bit more before it gets to you?
Absolutely. That's the kind of thing that AI is really great at. So we set up Finn to get more information before it even hits a person.
That's incredibly useful. So was that a workflow? Was that something else? What did you do in Intercom to get that set up?
Yeah, it's I could share my screen if that works, and
Let's
we
do
can
it.
walk through it. Yeah. So we go to the Finn AI agent, and then from there go to train and guidance. And here is where we can customize that particular getting more information thing.
Super. So you added it in here. Can we show which one it is so that we can see the exact
Yeah, for
wording so that
sure.
people can see how it works?
Yeah. All right. So the clarify error details in context and clarification here. So this is the wording that we use for prompting Finn. This isn't what it's going to say. It's going to use this to decide what to say to get information from the customer.
Super. So instead of a customer just coming along and saying, I have a bug, and then 6 or 7 hours later, they get a message back from your team asking for the same details that Finn can just ask the questions for. Finn just goes ahead and asks those questions and gathers the context and the information.
Exactly. Do you want to test it? Oh, I could just say this is broken. Do you think that's
This is broken. That's great.
cool?
Tetra's
Okay.
customers are way more clear and like
Yeah.
a lot more communicative. But sometimes we come across other customers and other users who that's all they say, and you got to have some way of interpreting what's going on. So now Finn has come back and said, okay, there are no system-wide problems, but Finn is offering some suggestions. And
These
then,
all seem valid.
yeah, Jen, talk to me
Mm-hmm.
about what Finn says at the bottom here.
Yeah. So it's running it through basic troubleshooting, right, and getting more information, which is the key. Because if this conversation comes to me or one of my specialists, then I don't want them to just have to ask, well, give me more information. So hopefully this person will reply, yes, that's what I was looking for, or no, here's what's going on. And this right here is key. The bullet
Yeah.
points asking exactly what's going on.
Yeah, that's perfect. And that saves so much back and forth later. Because as a customer, there's nothing more frustrating. And this happened to me recently, and I won't name the company, but
I'm going to ask you after.
you can. But something happened, and like the terrible, it wasn't Finn, the terrible AI intake bot didn't give me any options to provide more context and to provide like screenshots or provide exact pages or anything like that. It just took a really basic description and then vanished off. And a day later, I heard back quite a like generic, have you tried turning it off and on again response. And I
Yeah.
was like, this is not what I was hoping for, not what
Mm-mm.
I was aiming for. And then
Uh-huh.
before I could email back, they fixed the problem that they had introduced, and so it was working again, but it's still really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it is funny. There are downstream effects of this, because what happens is if the customers are not, if you're not getting all of the correct information from customers, you're going to be underestimating the size of the impact of a bug or a site issue or anything like that, because you don't have all of the information surrounding it. So you might think like, well, 3 people reported a bug, but that's actually 3 people reported a bug and got through the whole process of reporting a bug. Maybe there were another 30 people who tried to report a bug, but you weren't asking the right questions with Finn up front to get to make sure that you're actually gathering all the data.
Yeah, or like in your case, the support ticket just got abandoned because you got fixed, and so nobody at that team knows that your email was about that bug.
Exactly. Yes, that's great. So this is the guidance you've set up to clarify error details. That's really helpful.
Yeah, and just to clarify over here, when we ask this question, this doesn't add to our tickets. This is just a sandbox, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not paying
Cool.
you're not paying the 99 cents for these conversations
Right.
to resolve them.
Yeah. Cool. Good to know.
Well, thank you very much, Jen Weaver from Supportman. If we wanted to find out more about you and what you do, what's the best way to do that?
Oh, LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I always accept connections. I love it.
That's fantastic. Well, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more real Intercom setups like this, go to customersuccess.cx/daily and join the email list there. I will email you every weekday, and I'll also tell you about all future episodes. Otherwise, bye.